Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about bus stop division. It's going to be a quick tour through bus stop division because we've already got a series of videos in our bus stop division playlist. So let's go. Okay then, so first of all, simple sum 246 divided by 2. So the way we do that, we draw our little bus stop, the little bus shelter, that's why it's called bus stop. So how many 2's in 246? Starting off with a nice easy one, what we do is how many 2's go into 2? 1. How many 2's go into 4? 2. How many 2's go into 6? 3. So 246 divided by 2 would give us 123. Let's do another easy one. Okay, so we're going to do 3 into 369. So 3's into 3 is 1, 3's into 6 is 2, 3's into 9 is 3. So the answer is 369 divided by 3 is 123. Right, so another couple of easy ones before we get to the more difficult ones. So let's do 4's into 844. So 4's into 8 is 1. Is that right? No, thank you. 4's into 8 is 2. 4's into 4 is 1. 4's into 4 is 1. So the answer is 211. Right, so next what we're going to do, when you don't get an exact number, when you get a little remainder along the way. So 2's into 98. So what you would do, 2's into 9, there are 4, but that actually goes into 8, so that means there's 1 left over, so the remainder is 9 take away 8, which is 1. So now we've got 2's into 18, which would be 9. Okay, so next question is 4's into 72. So how many 4's go into 7? Well, there's 1 4, but your remainder is 3, because 7 take away 4 is 3. So 4's into 32 is 8. So 72 divided by 4, which if you know your factors, you would know already is 18. So our next question is how many 4's into 524. So that's quite a bit harder to do in your head. So 4's into 5 is 1, 1 left over. 4's into 12 is 3, and 4's into 4 is 1. Okay, so let's look at some more, and I'm going to point out something here, which a common mistake. So in this question, 4's into 100, I'm just going to do that again because it looks like there's a decimal point, which we're not going to do quite yet. So 4's into 144. Now some people think, right, how many 4's in 1? Okay, well it's 0. Some people think the remainder is 4. But the remainder is not 4, it's what did you have left after you found 0 4's? You had 1 left, so it's 1. So 4's into 14. Well, 3 4's are 12. 14 take away 12 is 2. 4's into 24 is 6. So the answer is 36. Okay, 3's into 417. How many 3's in 4? Well, the answer is 1. Okay, and we've got 1 left over from that. How many 3's in 11? The answer is 3, and we have 2 left over. How many 3's in 27 is 9. So 417 divided by 3 is 139. Right, one more, and then we're going to get into decimals. So 4 into 968. So 4's into 9, 2. 2 4's are 8, so the remainder is 9 take away 8, 1. 4's into 16 now is 4. 4's into 8 is 2. Right, I'm going to make myself some more room. So there's going to be 3 questions now involving decimals. Shows what happens when you get a remainder that is less than 1. If that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense in a minute. So, first of all, a nice easy one. How many 3's in 3.3? Pretty easy. All you've got to do is put the decimal point in the right place. So how many 3's in 3 is 1. How many 3, put in the decimal point, how many 3's in 3 is 1. That was nice and easy. Sort of make it a little bit more tricky now. How many 5's into 50.7? Okay, so what you're going to do here, How many 5s in 5s? 5 is 1. How many 5s in 0? You can't get any, so that's 0. Now we put in our decimal point. Right, how many 5s in 7? There's 1, but there's a remainder of 2. So what we do now, 50.7 is the same as 50.70, so we can quite happily put a 0 there. How many 5s in 20 would give us 4? So 50.7 divided by 5 is 10.14. Okay, one more with a decimal, and then I'm going to ask you to get your pens and paper ready. So how many 5s in 50.1? Or another 50 question. Okay, so how many 5s in 5? Again, we know it's 1. How many 5s in 0? We know it's 0. You can just copy it off there. So put in your decimal point, lining them up. How many 5s in 1? 0. Well, what's our remainder? Well, because it's not 5, because that's what we're trying to fit in. So we didn't use that 1, that's why it's our remainder. So we need to put another 0 like we did before. How many 5s in 10 is 2. So that means 50.1 divided by 5 is 10.02. Right, that was a quick tour through bus stop division. As I said, there are a whole series of videos on that. So now we're going to come to the test. So here are some test questions on bus stop division. So first of all, how many 4s go into 484? So if you haven't gone to get your pen and paper, make sure you've got it now. So start that question while I write up the rest. Question 2 is how many 5s into 125? Question 3, how many 6s into 978? And question 4, how many 4s in 4.11? Okay, so have a go at those questions. If you're very quick, you may have already finished. If not, you can pause the video, finish the questions off, and then we'll go through them. So question 1, how many 4s in 4? 1. How many 4s in 8? 2. How many 4s in 4? 1. So the answer to that, nice and simple, 121. Next question, how many 5s in 1 is 0, remainder 1. How many 5s in 12 would be 2, in 10, remainder 2. How many 5s in 25 would be 5? So the answer to question 2 is 25. Question 3, how many 6s in 9 is 1, remainder 3. How many 6s in 37? Well, 6 6s are 36. So 6, there's 1 left over. How many 6s in 18 is 3? So the answer to question 3, 163. Last question, how many 4s in 4 is 1? How many 4s in 1 is 0, remainder, not 4, but remainder 1, because we didn't use it. How many 4s in 11? Well, it's 2. 2 4s are 8, so remainder is 3, which means we need to draw another 0. How many 4s in 30? 7. But that only makes 28, so remainder is 2. How many 4s in 20? The answer is 5. So the answer to question 4 is 1.0275. So that's the end of our quiz on bus stop division. Thank you for watching that video, and if you enjoyed that, please check out our website for more great online resources. So the address is www.routes2success11plus.uk, or find us on Twitter @routes2success. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos. Thank you.